And if you're not here live, you're watching it Back to the Future. Right, let's get some comments. See who's with me. Now, question is, do we make this a sledge free zone tonight? That's the big comment. That's the big question. Should this be sledge free zone? Don't really bother me either way, to be brutally honest with you. I've found it highly amusing. Highly amusing. So who do we have? We have Emily, Alistair. Hi, how are you? Always takes a while for people to start, and then some people start rolling in all one after the other. I think the notifications sometimes take a while to go out. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Got your popcorn ready? I thought we might talk about the XTR tonight. We might get some XTR or some Kronos people coming in tonight. I think they're interested to see how the car fared on its first session. I'm trying to edit the video at the moment. I'm just struggling to edit at the moment, to be brutally honest with you. So, but I'm working on it. I've been working on it today. So, Noah's here, Gary's here, Jean's here, Seb's here, CK Hobby Shop's in, Bob's RC, Kevin Porter, evening. Am I buying the new Creighton? The Sledgeton. It's not a new Creighton though, Seb, you know that. I've just found it highly amusing, and I do apologise if I've upset anybody in the forums and the groups and everything, but come on guys, you know, it's look into it a bit deeper, and stop following. I always wonder what the word rhetoric means, but I do understand it now, and stop following the rhetoric of what everyone else spouts in the groups and actually look into it yourself as to what the true history is, you know, but it is what it is. Hi Noah, Revo, Jim, hi Thompson, Mike, Giuliano. Sledge is copy and paste an Italian EXP. Not even close. Not even close. Totally different steering setup. Motors in a different position. ESC's in a different position. The braces are different. It's, apart from it being a 1/8 truggy, there's not a lot the same really. But RCP Alex. We are fixing the Corrali tonight. Yes. We've got a few bits to fix. I did find something else broken on this. Well, it's not broken, but it's, I don't know how long it's going to last. So it's been sunbathing most of the way. I've been soaking it in GT85. So it does look all nice and shiny. Look at that. I've been a couple of coats of GT85 and putting it out in the sun. And that's when I noticed something else, which is a little bit annoying. Which one is it? Yeah, that one there. That should be straight like that. And not. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but I ain't fixing it. I haven't got the part to fix anyway, so I'll just have to try and survive. And if it breaks, it breaks. Not a lot I can do about it, but it is getting sent to the moon on Sunday. Yeah, I know. I'm just unfortunate I don't see any of his comments because he blocked me. Hi mate, how's you and the boys? All good, thank you, Tony T. How are you? The boys are good. Jack's birthday on Monday. 19. I can't believe he's going to be 19 on Monday. Time has flown. You know, just bin it now. I can't. I've bought all lots of bits for it. Look. I bought shiny bits for it. Look. I'm going to make a proper brace, tower to tower brace. Not one that's bendy wendy. Nice bit of carbon, 6082 aluminium rod. It goes in there like that. Super. That's not bending any time soon. See? I'm not even an RC engineer. That's what winds me up. You need armour parts there. Well, I think you can get actually plastic ones, can't you? Which are probably better. I don't know. Hi, Crobies from Yorkshire. How's the weather up in Yorkshire? put armour ones on it. I don't have any armour ones there, Seb. What, armour toe ends? Rod ends? RC hotspot. I'm going to be a good boy, Alistair. I'm so used to naughtiness. It's clear stream. I got caught out. Oh, I don't mind a bit of naughtiness. Is Alex not got a spanner? Oh, that means everyone can time. Should we time him out? Should we time Alex out for a laugh? I don't know whether I can actually. Can I make Alex a spanner? I don't know whether I can. Am I in on my account or not? Message deleted. Ooh. Should we report Alex? I don't know. Have they timed Alex out? Message deleted, message deleted. Has someone timed poor old Alex out? He did some videos. Well, I haven't looked at the video in yet. Oh, have they timed Alex out? Who's timed Alex out? All his messages have been deleted. Dave made me do it. Well, I'll get next when you're back in, Alex. I'll give you mod. I'll give you the spanner so they can't do it to you again. T-Rex, how are you? Would be a Kronos. It is a Kronos. It is indeed. I wanted the Outcast, then I had a stroke, so it looks too complicated now. Oh, sorry to hear that. They're not overly complicated, to be honest with you. Once you've got into them and worked on them a couple of times, they're all pretty much the same. Three Sons, hi, how are you? You're fixing the Kratom right now. Well, that's a first. I don't know what Alex said. I didn't see it. It all got deleted. He said something, and then it looks like he got timed out. So I'll have to bring him back, the poor guy. So anyway, quick recap. I don't know whether you saw my community post, guys. So we have got a Kronos XTR, which I'm doing the edit at the moment for the video, and on the face of it, it does look really well engineered. But it's only a first bash, so I'm not making judgment yet, but I was a bit disappointed with what we came home with and the damage once I started assessing it. So a little bit disappointed in that, but again, I was driving, and I thought I was driving okay. I don't think it had any bad crashes. I've got to go, I've been editing the build side of it at the moment, so I've got to edit the actual bashing side of it to recall whether we had any bad crashes. But as you can see there, the rear tower brace, that should be straight. That is badly bent, so that's broken. The M3 bolt that goes through here into the top plate there sheared off. Now I have prepped some of this up so that you'll see is not looking like an M3 screw anymore. It's probably because it's not. It's an M4. I've drilled that and tapped that to take an M4. That's one of the upgrades. The carbon fibre centre brace stiffener that goes down there, snapped in half. The rear chassis to top, which I really like this design because it supports the rear shock tower, so I really like that. But we've cracked one of those already as well. What else did we find? Oh, and the front body mounts, for some reason, they've just decided to totally and utterly eject, not stay in the car, and the body came off. So got a fix for that as well. Got new ones of these. I've drilled all the way through. We're not very straight, but who cares? So I'm going to use much longer screws that go all the way through. And what else we're going to do to it? Oh yeah, I'll probably put tomorrow. I'm going to put a wedge under the motor, stop that coming apart. And the rear toe, not happy about that. And I think that covers everything that we broke. And this yeah, I think that covers everything. So we're going to do some fixing, put some upgraded parts in, and also do some little mods with longer screws and things like that. So that's what we're doing tonight, guys. Let's read some comments. Is Alex back yet? I haven't taken. I've been soaking them in GT85, Ian. I couldn't be bothered to take them all off and soak them and boil them. I shouldn't need to do that. So if it breaks, it breaks. It's early days yet, Kevin, to the XTR. I mean, I've only had it out the once, so I found it wanting at the moment, but we'll find out at the hands of the boys. Hi, Joe. How are you? H Riviera. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough as well. It's not COVID. I've checked. So then, are you going to get the new Traxxas Sledge hardcore? I don't know at the moment. It comes out in April. I've just bought this. We've got the MT8 on pre-order as well. Do I really want to be buying? I don't know. I'll make judgment maybe after this weekend. I don't know yet. Live up to the name. Thank you, T-Rex. Well, it's actually Callum that came up with the name. Callum started this channel, not me. I've just taken it over. I had Dominator and ended up giving up and get a 6S Notto way better. Well, I like the design of this. The lots of the design parts of this are really, really good. It's just whether they've used good enough quality parts or materials is the issue that I have, and that I don't know. As I said, it was a first bash, and how many cars out the box first bash? Even our EXB's upgraded, so you know that's got even the EXB's got weak points. Oh, and I think there's a little ding in the chassis as well. I think the chassis got a little bow in it as well, so it's not great. But yeah, even our, going off track a little bit, even our EXB has needed upgrades because the hinge pins on the EXB are shockingly bad. The stock ones, they bend as soon as you even breathe on them. The pillar balls, or the drive shafts, the CVDs at the front always pop out. That's a pain in the butt, so you have to modify that to stop them doing that. So every car has its issues. It's just this I don't know yet. I'm still waiting on the video, but I might ask you to stay away from big sends to concrete after these are off-road vehicles. Yeah, it's coming. I've just done the build part of it. I've got to do the bashing part of it. Am I in as myself? Let me leave this and see if I'm not in as me. That's why I can't do anything. Right, 1 second. Add account. Continue. No thanks. Oh, come on. Can't do it that way. Right, 1 second. Mod Alex. Right, I'm back. So you got the spanner now, Alex. Addicted, how are you? Waterside Bashers? I can't comment Waterside Bashers as to... actually, I've broken this feed now. No, I haven't got a troll account. I've got my own account. I've got my David account rather than the hardcore account. I'm signed in on my David account, which is what I watch on my TVs and everything. And for some reason, the iPad signed into my David account rather than my hardcore account. If the Sledge can provide half wires and Kev, it will be a keeper. Where are my shoes? It's warm out. I don't have any shoes today. Right. Let's get started on the build, shall we? Or the repairs. So, how close in do you guys want to get? You want to get down and dirty? I'm going to bring you in down and dirty. I know Clea and Ian are very intrigued to see how this car performs. I can't think why. Let's do that. Let's do that. Spin you around that way, and I can see what you can see, and you can see what I can see, and then we can bish bosh bash. It's not like that, is it? Right, one sec. Hate this tripod. Drives me nuts. I need to get a better tripod. Right, is that good enough for you guys? Was yours broken out the box, Ian? Right, let's get this over here. We've got to try and work out. Oh, the other thing I want to do, the other thing I don't like on this is the battery straps. So I meant to do that. Oh, I'm going to have to do that. Well, actually, I don't have to Dremel anything on this. We'll leave that out. I want to put a strap across the top, and I think I can do it without Dremeling and anything, which would be really handy if I can do that. But we'll sort that out tomorrow, because I ejected 2 batteries out of this as well. So, where do we go first? Where do we start? Let's take the wheels off. Certainly this side. A beautiful view. You say he might be broken, scared to look now. I just fixed all my cars ready for the weekend. Nice, Noah. Just straighten with the hammer on advice. The other thing they don't do, and I don't know why, is they don't put serrated. So I didn't know that until I watched the video. They don't put serrations on their nuts. So I'm going to have to watch that and make sure these are done up proper tight as well. Right, so we've got to take this bit off first, which will allow me to get in better here as well, because you can't really get in there. Hi Kevin, how are you? Bish bosh bash, you never disappoint us. Oh, it just comes out. Don't know where it comes from. Right, let's see what we've got over this side. Actually, looking at this, I actually ended up buying all the body mounts then, because these are the body mounts as well. Oh, that's a longer one. That one be nice and long. Remember, the long one goes to the bottom then. Unless that's the same length, I just haven't taken it all the way out. No. Same length, just haven't taken it all the way out. And down through there as well. Oh, I didn't get my thread lock. I better go and get that actually. So, as you can see, oh, I almost gone on there. That is shocking. Unless that's just my GT85 I sprayed all over it. I better look at that. Yeah, that's a GT85, but that's just shattered. That plastic quality looks bad. Very brittle. Very, very brittle. Doesn't seem to be. And there probably was, oh no, there it is. There's a nut in there. Yeah, there's not a lot of meat on that bone there to actually, I thought it went into this bit here, but it doesn't. It goes in there, so you've only got that tiny little bit there. I think they'd be better off just going straight into plastic and leaving the meat there, because that's why it's gone. It's just not enough meat there. Yeah, I think that's a weak spot. I wouldn't have put the nut in there. I'd have gone straight into the plastic and left it just going into the plastic. Personally, but there you go. What do I know? I'm not an engineer. Careful, the nut's spinning the braces, Dave. Don't tell me that. I haven't looked at the footage yet, Alex, to be honest with you. I've been editing the build side of it, and the build side of it just takes so long to do all the cutting. Here we go. Oh, Kronos, it's plastics. It feels like, it doesn't feel, it just feels there. It doesn't feel very good at all, but as I said, it's early days. It's going to get sent at the weekend. Hoping Callum can come out and Jack. That's spinning. Spin, spin, spin. Come on. I'll take that out. I'll just take that straight off of there. Oh, I can't, because I've got to take that off of there first. Quite like a baby. I need to get more drills so I'm not having to switch around all the time. I don't need to undo that all the way because these just slide off. Pop goes the weasel. And that's another thing. It's like, I don't know why, because there's not gonna. What that's not going to do is it's not going to stop overextension. So if you overflex, this isn't going to stop the chassis overflexing. So if you come down on the bridge here, that's still going to bend that way, and it's got no support to stop it doing that because these just slide on and off. So that's not an overly great design, and that one's stuck on. I need to get that one off. I can't be bothered with that. I've got another one over here. So what we're doing about this, we're going to use 12mm outer, 10mm inner, 4K carbon. I've cut to length already. Then on the inside of that, we've got 10mm 6082 aluminium rod. Again, cut to length. Now it does need to be cut smaller because these fit inside. So I'll cut that. It's 40 millimeters shorter. So we'll slot that on there like that, and perfect. Fits perfectly. We'll slot that on there, and then I don't have to worry about these bits because I can still put these bits on, which is Bob's your uncle, fanny's your aunt. Brilliant. We'll do that bish bosh bash like that. So that bit's ready to go. Hi Zors, how are you? Who's getting a sledge? Thinking about it. Classic design, Traxxas plastics a winner. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm 6 of 1 half a dozen at the moment on it. If they drop the price, yeah, the price is, it's a bit punchy, but if it's going to do what they say it's going to do, over time it's going to be cheaper because you haven't got to go on and buy upgraded chassis and things like that. Samba Go, Kronos is a perfect YouTuber's RC due to all the live streams you'll be doing fixing it. Hopefully not. It might be a really good, I don't know. As I said, it's early days yet. I'm not gonna. It jumped really well. I will say it was a nice handling car. I did like the way it handled. So I ain't gonna say that. I'm just a bit disappointed with the damage that we've received on it thus far. But it's the first session. I'm not going to judge it based on the first bash session. It's just unfair to do that, I think, personally. Armour have been having a sale for a couple of weeks, Alistair, but not in the UK, only in the USA. I mean, Armour, well, it's Horizon Hobbies, isn't it? I mean, Armour as a company doesn't really exist anymore. There is no filings for Armour or anything else like that. If you go on Company's House in the UK, Armour is listed as Horizon Hobbies. And Jason Dearden's not even CEO anymore, he's Managing Director. Savage Dave, hi, how are you? Actually, not having adjustable links is better, as often links can be weak spot. And who adjusts them anyway? I mean, I've never adjusted any of my cambers. Not even on my Kraton. I'll set it up stock and that's it. The Tank RC, hi. True, actually, that's a good point. Won't be as good as a Techno, but even then, a Techno is not a basher. You need, the chassis bends too much on a Techno. Alistair scared Traxxas have paints on something they missed on the Kraton. A lot more wrenching bids now. I'm just trying to mix it up a bit rather than just going out and doing the bashes. You know, we're trying different things, seeing how they work, seeing what the retention's like, etc, etc, etc. So you have to try things, evolve things, do different things to try and see what people like, what they don't like. Armour scared they are 276 cheaper, buy some M2C parts with that money. Yeah, as I said, Armour's not scared because Armour doesn't exist. Armour's just a brand name. It's Horizon Hobbies, and when you're comparing the two, you really need to compare Horizon Hobbies, which is worth $200 million revenue a year, versus Traxxas at $35 million revenue a year. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Armour's scared," but it's not Armour. Armour doesn't exist. It's product. Armour is just product design, a brand name under Horizon Hobbies. T-Rex, 100% on the money. It's too hungry as a company. Disappointed because all they do is raise their prices, but not their quality. They drop quality, correct. And this is the bit that makes me laugh the most. Most people bash Traxxas. Oh, Traxxas are bad, Traxxas this, Traxxas that. When actually in the reality of the world, all Traxxas did was try to protect their product by putting paintants on it. Now, whether you agree that they should have used the cantilever style shocks as a put a painting on it, I think you need to dig a bit deeper than that, because our Security D5, for example, still has cantilever shocks and no lawsuits. I think it's the way that the cantilevers were designed and applied in the Nero which breached the copyright. The lawsuit was also actually 6 breaches of copyright, so it included a steering, it included a receiver or a protective box, which breached the copyright, wasn't on the armoured cars. Also included a drone, which again wasn't, and it was against Hobbico. It wasn't against Armour, it was against Hobbico. But I'll get into that probably at the end when people are really, really bored. 73, wow, 73 watching already. Wow. And only 26. Guys, come on, where's my thumbs up? Give me some love. Right. Yeah, it's okay. I am going to flip something here, guys, because this has wound me up a bit. So, Traxxas sued Hobbico for 6 breaches of patent. Okay, now let's flip this around. Dyson sued Hoover for breach of patent that stole their Cyclone design. Out of Dyson and Hoover, who was the bad, naughty? Was it Dyson for suing Hoover for taking their design? Or was it Hoover, the poor guys, because Dyson sued them? And bearing in mind that Hobbico was a bigger company, far bigger company than Traxxas was at the time. Traxxas had patent on various things, and Hobbico had breached six patents, which is why Traxxas then sued. And now, for some peculiar reason in this RC world, Traxxas are made out to be the bad guys, because they sued to protect their intellectual property. Now, you can argue as much as you want, well, they shouldn't have put a patent on the cantilever shocks that went in the Nero, but I don't think it was just the cantilever shocks. I think it was the way they were applied in the car that mattered. That they, you know, there was other things they copied as well. And, you know, Traxxas are not a big company. They're tiny compared to Hobbico and compared to, I'm going to just write this because it's a bit dirty. Tiny compared to Horizon Hobbies. Horizon Hobbies could buy them and not even think about it. It just winds me up. The people have you know, they read on the groups and the forums that Traxxas bad, Traxxas bad. Don't get me wrong, I don't like some of the things Traxxas do. I don't like the fact that you know, they try and make it so you can't use anything but their batteries and their wheels and things like that. I don't like that sort of thing. I prefer it to be open source and shareable, but you can't blame them for doing what they did. Salty RC, hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm not a Traxxas, I'm not an Armour, I'm not a Traxxas fanboy. I dislike Horizon Hobbies as much as I dislike Traxxas, but I like Traxxas as much as I like Horizon Hobbies. Yep, Alistair has said. The craziest thing I've seen today on the old groups was that someone asked, why isn't everyone moaning like that, about, you know, Team Corrali copying Armour? And people coming on there saying, but they're sister companies, so it doesn't matter. I'm scratching my head. Where does this stuff come from? And it's all come from the fact that Jason Dearden worked at Corrali as a tools sales manager back in 94 to 96. They think that then makes them a sister company. It's bonkers. It's like a cult, I tell you. It's really like a cult, and it just winds me up. Don't get me wrong. I was one of them. I was in that cult. When I first got into it, I hated Traxxas. Never going to buy Traxxas. Never. They sued Armour. Then I looked into it. And found out what the truth was. So yeah. Anyway, Fixed the slash in, it was a stub axle carriers that had it driving bad. Oh, well, glad you fixed that because I know that was driving you mad. Tom Lee! Evening, don't often come on my stream, so thank you. It's just here for the ranting. It wasn't so much rates. It's just been winding me up all day that, you know, these fanboys just going on. End of the day, it's all good for the hobby if we've got another car to choose from. And if they have fixed it, the issues that everyone always moans about with the armoured cars, all good in the hood. As far as I'm concerned. But there are just so many misinformed people in these groups that come on board, read what other people have said, believe it to be gospel, and then start spouting it themselves, and it boggles the mind. It really does, that people don't actually look into things themselves, and they just take it for granted that what they read on the internet is true, or what they read in Facebook groups is true. It really does boggle the mind. Right, we've got to get this out as well because we've broken that bit. That looks like a 2mm. Can we get in there without taking that side bit off? Oh, that's stripping. Ugh. Maybe we can't. I don't want to heat it up because these guys use silly, cheap, nasty screws as well. Probably. Come on. Oh, I'm going to have to heat that up. That one's coming. Can you heat up carbon fibre? Does it burn? Ooh. Can I put a flame on carbon fibre? I don't know, can I? They were basically the same as 1/8 size when the Nitros were racing 30 years ago. The trunky has a certain design, I think it does. Can you... Don't heat it up too much, so don't put a flame on it. Okay, well we're going to take this side guard off and see if I can get in better then. It's just a pain, I didn't want to have to do that. I can get in better. I don't want to be going too much angle. I'm going to get in there and bite that screw properly. So much GT85 I've got all over this as well. I've absolutely drenched it in the stuff. You can see it all there, look. And that's been soaking in the sun as well. Right. With my other glasses. Let's see, I'm going in here. Oh, come on. No. Not having it. It's not having it. Soldering time. I'll put the soldering iron on it and heat it up that way. I can't put the flame on it. pain in the backside. I did think your video was funny, Tommy, though. People can say what they want, but the X-Maxx is still the king of the bashes, and yet I'm a fanboy who has no problem with 1K for a car that the chassis banter is. It's true. I mean, yeah, the X-Maxx is better basher, but it's not better. It's not a better driving car. Aussie Crew, New Jersey, how are you? I love all my cars. Some are great, some are bad, but still fun, except for the oversized green piece of dung. I'm not sure Corrali will talk to me though, Tommy. I'll find out. That's how I'm being honest. I'm only going to give honest review and feedback. I love the design of this. I think it's really well designed. It's just, I'm not sure on the materials they're using, which is a shame. Let's see if we can't heat this up then. Apply some heat to it. Move that, move that. If I drench my ex-wife in GT, will her attitude soften up? It might do. It'd be nice and lubey though. You'd be able to slide around with her nicely. Now this is our own one, Eddie. I bought my own. So yeah, we got it when it came out in the UK. I haven't seen any of the MT8 videos. No, is it out? Oh, of course, it's been released in the USA already, isn't it? Which really. It's great in one way, but sucks in another. I can always cancel my order if it's rubbish. Yeah, I think you need to. There's a couple of things you need to do. Were they stock, Tomley, or were they upgrade? Did they have Max 6 in with better gearing, or were they just stock? Because stock out the box, they are a bit bleh. Ken, evening. How are you? Rocky from Manchester has beat the Kronos to death and he really likes it. We've beat, this one's falling apart on us at the moment. I think the Skeeter or the Sketter, I think it's pronounced Sketter personally because it's single E. That does look really good actually. Looks really beefy. This looks beefy when you go over it. I was just a bit shocked. I think we're all a bit shocked at the damage, level of damage for what I did to it. But anyway, you'll see the video. You can make a judgment call yourselves. Need an armour chassis to fix this bit. Yeah, well, if it was I've got a 70-75 bit to go here, and if it was that, I could have heated up, but I can't because it's carbon there, which is really annoying. Just wondering if that's got hot enough and melted that. Let's jack it up right up. Let's put it right up to 450. Get that right up there. Come on. Come on. X-Maxx is super light as long as you don't whack it all up. I have to say, I really like the design of the XTR 2020. Everything has a breaking point. I don't expect anything to last forever. But some of the breakage I've seen on the V1 was... Yeah, I love the design on it. I really like the design on this. There's so much good stuff on this, and I think it's only let down by lower grade quality plastics and things like that, and a few little niggles. But the actual design, it's good. It is good. I'm not going to deny that. So you look at this and you think this is going to be an absolute tank. So we'll see. Right. I'm hoping that is done enough. It's only a small screw. To get this out now. Because I don't want to be getting the Dremel on it. Yes. Woohoo! I can turn my soldering iron off now. This bit of carbon here, I was shocked when I saw that broken because that was sitting in the chassis like that. So obviously we've had some major flex and it's just torn. It's not good quality carbon, I don't know. It's delaminated quite badly. When we first saw your Crowley on Sunday, I was quite impressed. So was I was going over it. So I'm saying yeah, that's why I didn't get another carbon bit. I haven't checked this bit, although that bit doesn't go all the way through, does it? No. So that bit's only in the rear. So what I've bought is, I need to go and get some thread lock. I'm doing this off camera, do apologise. I've bought, because they do, again, it's like, not quite sure why they do it. They come out with an XTR, which then you still have to buy these bits. I mean, this is only $2 or €2 more than the carbon one. Why not just put that on? Swiss made 70-75. You know, why not just put that on there? It's literally €2 more. I don't get it. Right, which was the screw which was a bit iffy? What was that one there, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's go and see if I've got another one of those anywhere. Do you want to come with me? Come with me. Come and join me in my garage. Look, double glasses. See if we can find another screw that looks like this one, because this head is a little bit blur. So, do we have anything of a similar size? I'm running out of these sorts. We could use these ones, longer cap head. That one will do. We'll just use a cap head instead. I prefer a cap head because you get bigger hex on it anyway. Lossie's still going to be fixed because we blew out that CVD, so I still got to look at that. So I still got to fix that. But that's a new one there, ready to go on it. Probably won't get that done tonight. Probably be fixing that tomorrow. And I need my thread lock. I need my drink as well. Right, let's get you back in the saddle. Comments I've missed. Probably being used in a place that is not ideal for carbon. Yeah, probably. As I said, I bought the 70-75 bit for it anyway. That's the bit there. Looks like it, yep. Right, that hex is a 2mm hex to start off with. 2.5mm. So we get that one on first. But this 70-75 the wrong way around, or lengthwise around, should be good, I think. Should be good. I can't see why it won't be. If nothing broke, they would soon go out of business. These companies need to sell spare. They do, yeah. They do need to sell bits and pieces for it. They make most of their money from the upgrade or the sales of parts, don't they? In the day, so I do get that. But it's a certain level, isn't it? Well, what are you buying, Addicted? Come on, we can do better. Let's get 75 by the time I get to my local. You're off to a hobby. You're always off to a hobby shop. What are you getting? Are you pre-ordering the Sledge? Carbon on a basher isn't a good idea. No, in certain places it's not. Although Martin had a carbon chassis on one of his cars, and he could not break that. Didn't matter what he did to it. I was super impressed with that. And he did. He tried everything almost everything humanly possible to break it. Well, actually, we'll take that off, and I'm going to drill a hole. I'm going to drill a 4mm hole through that before I put this brace in. So, where's my drill? One. I have cheated. I've had this off already today. Well, I had to measure up to do. I didn't want to be cutting carbon and alley tubing tonight, so I have cheated a bit. I have been working on this a little bit already. But I forgot I needed to drill a 4mm hole in it. He's going to distance, he's going for speed. Who's going for distance and speed? I missed that. He's getting a Kronos. I think a lot of these companies throw carbon fibre and titanium and stuff without really knowing. I think they do. Well, people think it's all shiny. It must be, carbon must be good. Titanium must be good. When actually, in reality, I put titanium hinge pins on the on our EXB when we first bent those, and biggest mistake I ever made. 2 jumps and they were bent. So yeah, I won't use titanium on a basher again. Okay, so that bit goes in there, that bit goes in there. That bit does go in there, and there it does, because I had it on there earlier. And I've got to drill a M4 hole in that. So, I now need to find my M4 drill bit. in the sink. Oh, probably shouldn't put it in the sink, but who cares? Right. Bashing a new Crane XB for the first time this weekend. Hopefully make a good video. Do love the... Have you done anything to what system you've got? A 1650 Max 6? Hinge holders from Go Mad RC, a very good upgrade for the Kronos. Are they? I might look at them then if we can get them over here. Tell me, I see some grades, some bolts have to be the nut tightened for fear of scratching the bolt and snapping like glass. Guys, trying to keep up with the lots of comments today. Dave, I've got the new Flysky transmitter on the way. Should be a good option for people that don't want to spend NB4 money. Oh, that does look. It's like a new GT5, isn't it? It's like a new version of the GT5. It does look really nice, actually. How did you find the Hooligan, Tom Lee? I haven't watched the video yet, I'll be honest. I was interested in it. It's just a lot of money. That goes there like that. Bish bosh bash. Wrong one. 2 mil. You got the Max 8. Okay, keep an eye on the temps. You may need to put the extra caps on if you haven't done already. Just keep an eye on the temps. You should be okay, but it's just worth keeping an eye on those temperatures just to make sure the ESC is not getting too hot and overstressed. You don't want to blow a cap. But you know, you'll have a lot of fun. I mean, the EXB is still... It's still our favourite RC for silly sends. Oh, why is that not going in there then? Ooh. Why are you not going in? That bit don't want to go in. You're not sitting flush. For some reason, that screw don't want to go in there. And that is oh, this is all out of alignment. Clearly the chassis is bent and it's flexed inwards. because that is not lining up. So I need to overflex it. Great. Got it. I'll be back to read comments in a second. Hi, buggers and truggers. What should you upgrade on your Traxxas drag slash? I don't know. I don't know enough about that car. It's true, Tomley, that is actually. Some of the Tamias are quite expensive in reality. Yeah, Alex, you need to get a 5th scale. Buggies and truggies. Oh, I'm trying to keep up. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Evening, David. Hi, Craig. How are you? Just seeing your post on Facebook. Are you putting a broom handle in the tower brace, or is allied bot? It's an allied. Ugh. It's not a broom handle. It's 6082 aluminium. So I've cut the carbon tube 10 by, is it 10? I can't remember what it is. Whatever the tube is. Where's my, I can't remember what I got. I think it's 10 outer, 8 inner, and then 8mm alley rod, I think, from memory. I don't know where my caliper things are. Be out in the garage. So whatever the stock tubing is, I bought that in carbon fibre, as I said, and then I've cut that. You have to cut it 40mm shorter than the rod because of the way these push in. So that is shorter because obviously these ends, you have to accommodate those. So time that's all in there, no rattling. I've cut it just the right size. It goes on there perfectly. That's what I've done. And that way you can still use these braces and everything because it's the same size tubing. Do that first. Right, the other thing I'm doing, I said I've drilled that out to M4, so I'm going to put an M4 screw in there. We'll get that in there in a minute. And I'm also going to be putting, these are M4s here, but this winds me up because Armour do this as well. I think it's less likely to happen on this car, but it does happen on the Armour cars. They stop short, and on here they stop way short in reality because that goes all the way in there. So we do that. That's only that far. I can go that far in, so it's just nowhere near enough. And if that shears off, I think it's less likely because there's 2 M4s, and I love that. Whereas on the Armours, there are only 1 M4 there. So 2 M4s plus this bracing here. Again, good. I think it's a good design. But if it does shear, you want to be able to get those out. Otherwise, you've got to buy this, and that's not cheap. So we put longer screws through. You'll see that in a minute as I'm about to mount them here. And then I will take these ones out and mount them there. And then if it does shear off, you can still get the screws out. And it's just, I mean, that's why they don't do that. I don't know, because we're talking pennies in reality to fix that. So, I'm going to go, that'll be an M3, won't it, I think. You don't have a 3 here, do I? said, this cap just sheared straight off the stock M3 screw. So we're going with an M4 there, much beefier. And then underneath, we will come through with two longer M4 screws. A little bit of thread lock on, you don't need a lot, just a little bit of thread lock. And hopefully that's one. Now I did have to cut these down because unfortunately I didn't have any the size I needed. So there's about 20 mil. That one, and then we're going to take these ones out. Hopefully these come out, not a problem. Yeah, because they're junk. And you can see the length difference. It's what I'm going to be using. It's just a massive difference. Doesn't get in the way. Thread lock on there. And I said I'll do this on all the armoured cars as well, because a number of times we've sheared the brace, the screw off, and had to change it with those big jumps is a lot. Steam Train Tony, butter boy, how are you? Got any butter for me today? Noah, you're back. You just see me doing the screw mod on the braces. I'm working Sunday, can only go tomorrow. Oh, that sucks, Gary. So now you'll see what I mean, hopefully. So you see here, I mean, these are a bit long. I probably could have cut them down a bit smaller. But if they shear off, I can still get the mold grips on them and take them out. And they're not getting in the way of anything at all. So why not do it? And I think Ian was saying this used to be used for something before, wasn't it, Ian? It's not really used for anything. And then I said we've got the M4 bolt there as well. So that's some of the mods we're doing to this. Beefing it up. You have a 12F laminator. That's not, I bet it's not. In fact, I haven't seen Kev's one yet. I've seen his extra weight. Not going to notice that weight, Tom Lee. Joe Gearing, into 1/5 gas for many, many years, and I was only slowly fading away, and COVID was a death now. Would love to race again. I still have all 3 of my race vehicles. Very nice. Charlie, how are you? Found the ultimate mod for the co-rally, meaning that if it will never break, which is just leaving it in the box on the shelf. Oh, don't be mean. I'm not being mean to it yet. The jury is still out for me. Yeah, there was a plastic shot tower brace there on mine. Okay. Yeah, now I think it's just they use this tower to tower now, don't they? I think. Right. Let's try and slide that in there, and then should be able to push that up. Ah! That hurt. Got which screw we use? That's for the front there. Must be that one. That. So I like the way this comes off of here onto here as well to support that front shock tower at the front. I think that's a great design. There's lots and lots of good design features on this car. Let's see what Callum thinks of it anyway. Petrol's gone up to 161. I haven't even looked what it is at the moment. I haven't been out. I think I paid 167. I only put the good stuff in. I only put 99 RON in mine. No, not quite yet. No, I'm not castrated yet. So what's everyone think of this nice spring weather we've been having over here? Yeah, the Skater does. I don't like the Skater body, but again, it does look extremely well designed. It's just, I think they just need to use better quality plastics and things like that. And then this car could be a game changer. I love this steel sprung bits here. You know, there's certain bits they've done which top drawer, and then they skimp on bits, and I don't get that. That's the bit I don't get. Why do good bits, you know, alley diff case here, spring steel outdrives, and then they skimp on bits? You know, it's still only got plastic hinge pins at the front and the rear. You know, it winds me up a bit. They've used a alley one at the top here, but they've used, it's plastic, and it's only 34 pounds less than an EXB. So, you know, it really does need to step up there, really. I'm having a curry Saturday night, Alex, so I can supply man-made browns. Oh, nasty. Nice. Is that out on the Harley? My Clio does 80 miles a gallon, only uses about 20p a week. I don't. I use a tank a week, pretty much, with all the drive. I only drive on I only go out on a Sunday. Gardener, so you love it. Yeah, it's been lovely. I think the weather forecast is supposed to be nice for the next few days as well, isn't it? My solution for the tower to tower is carbon fibre tube with 6082 aluminium rod going through the middle. Slot that in there, cut it 40 mils shorter than the actual tube. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That ain't going to bend anytime soon. The only the only thing I can't fix at the moment is stopping overextension. So that will stop it, in theory, folding in. But if you land on something and this is the edge and it wants to bend that way, this will just do that. It won't stop overextensions. So that's a bit disappointing. Whether this will stop overextensions or not, I don't know. I probably should have put longer screws through there, because if these shear off now, I ain't getting them out. That'll be a pain, because I mean, well, let's hope they don't overshear. Making me think about putting longer screws through the sideways bit now. Because if it overextends, it could shear those bolts there. Oh, if it does, it does. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not over-engineering. It's not my job to over-engineer something. I'm not an engineer. Well, I was going to be that sort of thing by trade, but I decided not to. Oh, stupid thing. That one done. Flying along. Oh. Up there, out the way. Fill that up under there. Actually, is that going to be, I'm going to bring that forward a bit. There. That's out the way of that brace. Drink time and read comments time. Oh, yeah, he sold that. He sold it for more than he bought it for, didn't you, Tommy, as well? Those can't complain about a profit, really have to pay for coffee machines. So I love coffee. Hi Gaines, how are you? No, MS5 is an awesome little car, country lanes, roof down, and you're golden. As long as you're no, I won't say that because Oz has got one. I know he loves his, so. There for the price 4 years ago, and then I'll sell it for more. Probably, yeah. Hi Dan, how are you? Rob C, evening. Good work on the track, by the way. Well done. Mucho appreciated. Yeah, that's crazy. £2 more than you paid in 6 months of fun. You can't knock that really, can you? 1968, it's almost as old as me. It's 54 years old. Well, 53, 54 years old. Very nice. Right, brace time. I just don't get why they use these screws. There's just not enough meat there. Not enough meat on the bone, as my mum would say. So it's lined up. Lined up as good as it's gonna be. And we want that screw there, I think. Not quite there. Right, so we can get this to go in. Not that one. Can't get it in the hole. I will get to read some comments in a minute, guys. I do promise. Can you see what I'm doing here? Probably can't. There we go. That's better. And we want to go in this hole here. And this one. More meat on a butcher's pencil. Yep. So what broke on the Kronos and what upgrades are we installing? What broke? We'll have a quick recap. So we bent that. So I've put in, fortunately you'd have to rewind to see it. So there's carbon tubing with a 6082 aluminium tube inside it. We also broke that part that I've just put on now, so that broke. We also broke the carbon center brace, that sheared in half. So we've put on the 7075 upgraded part. We've also excuse me, upgraded that nut under there. That was an M3 nut, that's now M4 going through. And we've put in longer M4 bolts going through there. What else did we break? I think that's it. I think. Wronged up myself, isn't that? Jono, evening, how are you? Getting a curry, I hope you got me one. What one did you get? No, he got a kebab curry. So many Helios. It's like having a chubby Rosa fan club. If that part goes again, drill the hole all the way through it and cut the top flat. Then use a long bolt and put a washer and nut on the top. Should hold it then. Yep, could do that as well. I'm hoping with an M4 on there it won't go. It's only a tiny little M3. I've still got it, I've plugged in it. Yeah. It's only that. I don't know whether you guys can see. Let's see if we can get focus on that. Probably not. That was the M3. It just sheared off the top. It's just nowhere near enough meat on that. That was another, yeah, so that was the other bit that broke. Yes and no. I was shocked at the amount of damage, and one of the tow rods at the back is bent a bit as well, so it's more damage than what I was expecting, yes, I'll be honest. Little bit disappointed with the amount of damage, but and I've just seen something that I've done that I need to undo, which is really annoying me. So this wire here should be going under here, not over here. Oh, that's really annoyed me now. Just trying to think what the quickest way to change that is. Whether it's taking all this off or... Which it probably is, because to take the receiver box off, I've got to take the servo off. To get the wires to go through, you've got to take all that off. So it's probably quicker. It means I've got to take that off again, that off, that off. But it's probably quicker to do that than do... Oh, great! Thought there was something wrong when it was coming close to there. It also reminded me I need to do those up as well. Oh, fiddly sticks. It's an interesting one because the design of it looks really good. I love the design of it, and the design of it makes it look like it should be proper good. Which is why I'm a bit disappointed with what we've had so far. But as I said, I'm doing it from memory of what I remember of the session. I don't normally do the driving; it's the boys doing the driving, so I normally have a better recollection of what happened and what crashed and what didn't crash. So I might be being a bit unfair on it. A couple of the other guys were there. Alex was there. Revo was there, and you know, maybe they thought the bash session was harder than what it actually was. I don't know. What a number. It's going to be one of those days now, isn't it? Everything's going to turn to poop. But on the plus side, at least you'll get to see what I did. So if you were looking, this is the aluminium. This is the carbon tube with the alley rod inside it. So that's cut 40mm shorter to allow for the ends to go on, and then it doesn't vibrate around in there or anything. So that ain't bending anytime soon. So tap that out to a 4mm hole. and put stronger screws through here. Now, I'll take that bit back out, hopefully. Come on, out you come, thank you. Stop that under there. I'm going to try and get that back in. Why don't I want to go in? I just slotted that out. Come on. How can it come out so easy and then be a pain in the backside to put back in? That's what I don't get. Oh, it's in. We're there. We're there. We are there. Right. Put the top one in first. Bit more thread lock. Thanks for your vote of confidence, Ian. Or do you know that's likely what it's going to do? Do you know something I don't, Ian? That's the question. Come on, you went in easy last time. I missed Ian's plan. What was Ian's plan? Tempted to get a roller and rip the guts out of the King motors. Why not, Ian? Get yourself a 30-degree north roller. Oh, that's what I'd do, definitely. Well, you can't again. Yeah, because they're true. They're plastic. It's all plastic on there, isn't it? Bald silver head. Yeah, it's all, they do upgraded alley ones. Again, upgrades. So the time you started spending a lot of money on these upgrades, it don't make it a cheaper car. It is a lot to put through there, isn't it? And if you're doing those, yeah. See what you're saying. Time will tell. wonder how many of these cars are actually designed going through a model to check stress points, etc. Very few, I'd imagine, like you do with bridges and roller coasters and things like that. Whether it's just, oh, I think that'll work. Oh, and I think that'll work. Oh, yeah, that should work. Not much of it is guesswork, rather than anything else. Rage, we're not going to rage. I think cutting the chassis in half and putting some hinges. Yeah. Make a proper bendy-wendy chassis then. That could, yeah, I could patent that, couldn't I? I could put a patent on that. That'd be a great idea. I've already got one Alex old school FG Beetle. Do they, because they do, I think they still do the King motor, don't they? Do a new one. Do the parts on that not fit? Yeah, we need to have a petrol day at Sandy. I had to order a new petrol can because I left a litre of petrol there as well. No, they thought that looks like a crate and that will do. That already has a patent. Right, they probably do. The patent for the bendiest chassis. See, that didn't take long rerouting that, did it? That wasn't too bad. Almost did those up before I did this bit up. This is deja vu though, I've been here before. Third time to go. T200 is unique. Is that because it's got a Moly alloy chassis? Moly 4 kit. Oh, I can't say it. Whatever the T2000 from Terminator is. There you go. Yeah, the bank account has been down on its knees the past 2 years, damn typhoon cost and still costing me a fortune. Stop sending it. Put it on the shelf and have a look at it. Is that your bank account or your mum's and dad's? Just go to the bank of mum and dad. It's the best bank in the world. It never runs out of money. Hi Tristan, how are you? Has anyone ever looked at the list of Traxxas paints? It takes about 15 minutes to go through to get to the bottom. I'm not lying. Really? You can't blame them in one way though, can you, Tommy? I mean, they are a smallish company in the world coming up against the likes of Horizon Hobbies and Hobbico. So I guess, you know, they just want to protect their... You can't blame them in that regard. I have, and right at the bottom is a patent for the non-fanboys, although they have to be in the RF with boyish good looks. And like butter. Going to look nice until Sunday, yeah. Is there a reason why the tail brace isn't a single piece? I don't know, I didn't design it. It's a bit like the 8S cars, I guess. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Whether why they didn't just have it all the way through, I don't know. I don't have an answer, unfortunately, for that. Don't know. Or whether it was just where they mounted it, they couldn't get it high enough to come over here, so it was easier just to support it in the middle. Don't know. It knoweth not the answer to that. Well, if anyone else knows the answer to it, I'm all ears. I like the fact they've put a little spot for your switch here as well. You know, I do like that. You know, there's certain little aspects that I really, really like. It's a bit annoying that it twists, but not a lot I can do about that. That's just the way it works, unfortunately. What else we got to do? Oh, I've got to put this back on. Oh, and you always forget to do something when you take the car apart, don't you? These long screws at the back need to go back in as well. That would have been interesting without them. Oh, and we've got to put the front body posts on. Oh, that went in a bit easy on a brand new one. Way too easy. Is that because there should be nuts in there, that's why. Great, we'll try and get those nuts out of there, have I? That could be interesting. Oh, there's one. There's the other one. Right. I thought that went in a bit easy. I'll put these in before I put the brace on though. Especially that bottom one. That could be a pain in the backside. Oh, come on. You're right, and I think that was spinning on that top one. That's not even engaging. Nope, not engaging. I will be back to read the comments in a second. There we go. That's got it. That is in there tight now. Send It Sunday is fun. Get to test the Corrali. Will the Corrali still be alive for Send It Sunday though? That's the question. Can you clean a car with water? Mine is full of mud now. My NSC fans already don't work, so it could be. Yes, you can. As long as everything's waterproof. I mean, I've washed this down with water. Just keep an eye on the bearings. Is really all you have to worry about. I use muck off or the race line stuff that you clean bikes with. Spray it over, then rinse it down with rinse it down with water, and then use the pressure washer on to get most of the water off, and then spray over with GT85. You can put it in a bath and wash it with a shower. I know people that do that. If the mud is dry, then you can scrape most of it off and then use a paper towel to get. Yeah, I've done that before, let it dry sometimes, and it goes like concrete. You can use a hairdryer. I've used my heat gun on it to dry it off, but in the winter it's been really, really wet. I need about an hour of tinkering time and I should be good to go. 30 degrees is in the car, but I need to put another servo in it as a throttle one. I'll put into this now playing up. That sucks. You need to get the servos I've got, Rob. Power HD ones. As long as you look after them, Sam. I mean, I've used mine really, and yeah, I have had to replace quite a few bearings. But as Gary will say, and keeps reminding me, I really need to buy stainless steel bearings. You watch the dragon in the bath. Your missus must absolutely love it. Even I don't take my cars in the bath. I might work in the kitchen, but I'm not brave enough to do them in the bath. An hour to start your buggy. Get a power box, or whatever they're called. Where I used to bash in the dirt junk spot, there is some clay dirt. It sticks. Yeah, it does. It's horrible. I'm looking forward to these nice sunny days though now. Joan, trust you to come up with that. My dragon gets washed in the shower most days. You do, Ian. Those Power HD servos are very good, and for 35 quid you can't knock them. WD-40 with the bearings right after should be okay. It's the water that gets in them. So I would let them dry and give it a run. Just give it a run every few days afterwards, just to make sure those bearings don't seize up. Ah, you're single as well. Okay, yeah. So you can get away with that, like I can. Like my kitchen's a state. Do it now. Don't tell your mum. Don't tell your dad. Just order it. Let it arrive, and then see their face. Yeah, crawlers go through rivers all the time, don't they? In fact, I've got bearings up here, which I need to sort out. These ones good. Now, these ones I've done. I'm going to pack them back up. These bearings here are all seized that I've got to. Oh, that's a no. I won't be doing that one because that's a steel. That's a steel shielded one, so I won't be doing that. They're junk ones actually. Some here. Yeah, that's a rubber shielded one, which is a bit not moving. So I need to get that shield off, clean it up and get it going. You can get them going again. I mean, these ones here, for example, these were all seized up, but I've opened them up, cleaned them out, and then re-greased them, and they're ready to go back in a car now. So once, you know, just because it dies doesn't mean it's dead. If that makes sense. In fact, here's one I was in the middle of cleaning and forgot. So that one there was all seized up. I just left it in, what did I leave it in? Either GT85 or it's a bit gritty. I've got to clean it out a bit more now. It's still a bit gritty, but that was totally out, so you couldn't move it. So I've taken the shields off and then just soaked it and got it going again. I think they might be a bit disappointed if Hughes turns up with a rather valuable car in. No, they're saying, well done, son. Under Biffin's Bridge, definitely wet under Biffin's Bridge. Just don't go too far because it gets a bit stinky. Hi Adrian, how are you? Oh, better late than never, I guess. They're almost fixed. Silicone grease, you can use a couple, it depends on what you're doing with it. If you're speed running and everything, then you just want to use really light oil. But if you're going to be getting in wet conditions and things like that, I just use either the marine grease or red and tacky. I've got some smallest bottles of red and tacky. I've got some small bottles of red and tacky that I use, and just pack it in there. Makes them a bit stiff, but you're bashing. It doesn't really matter. You're not worrying about them being overly, you know, you're not worried about speed or anything, are you? Right, we've got to do these now. And I think they go on the inside. Where's my body? Where's my body? Oh, there it is. Yeah, they come up on the inside. So the other fix I'm doing is these things just too long, not long enough. Rather, these just came out, ejected the body. So using longer screws, we build through. We've used longer screws through, so they come all the way through now. I'm hoping that will then stop that happening again. I might even, I don't think I can, not enough. Let's come all the way, they've not quite come through that top one, which is good in a way, but bad in another way. That'll be that though. That ain't going nowhere. If that comes off now, something really, really bad going on. If that body mount comes off now. Okay, might see you back in a bit, Noah. I've got to watch your video. Do you really like the hooligan truck, Tommy? Is it really good drive? Does it need to brush this system? I need to watch your video. I saw it come up. I was in the middle of it and I didn't want to get distracted again because I keep getting distracted today on my editing. I can't get distracted again. So I want to get the video ready for Wednesday, and so I'm going to do some more editing tomorrow. Now it's Sunday, probably out Monday. Do the strap still, but that's not in yet. I'm going to do that. That now fits on. Good. We've now shoeglued the body, and we've done some reinforcement as well. So it was starting to crack here and here. So I'll just put some Kydex, glue some Kydex in there to reinforce that area that was splitting. And also we were getting some cracks and some punch throughs here on the shock tower. You can see it all. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but we were getting some stress points definitely coming through here and through there where it was starting to crack, etc. So again, 1.5mm Kydex heated up, shape formed in there, E6000 on, held in place by magnets while it sets, and then the scrim tape and E6000 shoe glue, whatever you want to call it, over the top. So that just helps protect that area there. And we'll keep an eye on the body and find out if it starts stressing out anywhere else, in which case we'll use some more Kydex if we need to. A bit of a gimmick, the Hoonigan fan is not a 300. Yeah, it's the licensing though, isn't it? Tim B, your last video is lacking a quote from your son I really enjoyed on the live stream. Jack can't wrench. He can wrench. He knows I'm going to do it. That's E6000 glue. Similar to shoe glue, but cheaper. Depending on where you're, in the UK, E6000 used to be about £6 a tube. It has gone up to about £8, whereas shoe glue is like £15 a tube. So that's E6000 industrial strength glue, self-leveling, waterproof, non-flammable, flexible, paintable, etc., etc. 110mm size. Used to be about £6. It's gone up to about £8-9 now, which sucks a little bit. Get it on eBay, or if you're in the USA, you can get shoe glue still for about $5 or £5. It's just that shoe glue over here costs was 15 quid a tube. Hi Alfie, how are you? Don't worry, I said if I've got enough, I'll buy you one as well. Are you a ladyboy in disguise? You should see him at art when he goes behind the old Mighty Car mods. I do love the Mighty Car mods. There's certain Australian channels that I just find really good. I enjoy their accent. There's other ones that really wind me up, and I don't like their accent, but yeah, Mighty Car mods, love them. And there's another one as well which do the silly stunts and stuff. That's almost as much as petrol. It is. In fact, it's more expensive than petrol. Am I going to Fan Jam? I've got to pay for it, but I have booked Fan Jam, yes. So, not that we're famous or anything else like that, but if anyone wants to see us, we are going to Fan Jam. And get your names down. That's on the MAP group, or if anyone wants to put a link up to Fan Jam. If you haven't heard about it, it's going to be great. So get yourselves there in September. I've got to pay for it. I haven't paid for it yet. I keep meaning to check my emails to get the booking form to actually pay for it, but I'm a tight ass at the moment. I also like Grind Hard Plumbing Company. They make some crazy machines. Wow. Now he needs it to fix the WO toys I'm giving him. Oh, you're giving him a WO toy? We should do a giveaway on one of our WO toys, I think, actually. Or maybe the a little rally car, something or other. I do like that rally car, but it's just, in reality, we're not going to use it. So, it's going to be a pain, because now that wire's under there, I'm not going to get this back in, am I? I'm going to have to come through. Unless, oh actually I can do it, I can unhook this, can't I? Supposedly I can anyway. Oh, come on. Yes. Right. That makes life a little bit easier. Give me a bit more room, a bit more play time. I wonder if I can go in. Got that in the way. New one for the shelf. You need a phantom fan jam flam flinger, just saying. I've got to say, when I keep looking at fan jam, it does make me want to say something else, but I can't think what. But it does want me to say something rude for something or other. It's like a fen joy or something like that. I don't know. It just, something about the word makes me want to say something rude. Ah. That's just my... guess that's just my weird sense of humour. Don't know. I'm in trouble with the wire. I've got myself a D12 and told her you told me to do it. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that as well. We all need to we all need to message Claire and say that we've got a D12 because Ian told us to. Not that hole there then, is it? Must be that hole there. Is that hole there? That hole there is for the ESC and the battery. What time we got? Oh, it's only just gone 10. Let's have a look. Have a little look at this battery tray and see if we can't mod it. Saves me doing it tomorrow if I can do it tonight. I think that says possibly. I am single. I've been single for 7 years now. Yeah, I've been single for 7 years now, so you can't really blame me, can you? So battery tray is out. We have a nice strap here, which 8S Steve gave me, very kind of him. Thank you, 8S. Which we can try and fabricate into here somehow. Now, the options we have is just to go all the way underneath and on the top, but then again, that thing going to get in the way of those. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Sorry, guys. What are those screws are there for? Don't like it when those screws left over. What those two screws are there for. Oh yeah, just took out the ear seat. Right, so have we got enough to go all the way round? We have, but the problem with that is we are then going to be running across the bottom here, going through these bits here, which is going to be a bit of a pain. We could just drill straight through that, which wouldn't be an issue, but can we do something better? Can we fabricate it so we're coming up over and over again? We'll come through here. And up over the top, back out through here. A bit like what Armour do with theirs. And we come through here. Like that. And then we can strap in like that. Will that work? A bit painful, but I think it will. Well, they're the Z ones, they're not really the ones I wanted, but they will do. Bit of a pain to put all these in, but is there enough strappage there? I'm just annoyed that I ejected 2 batteries. Cat shut down your PC. How did it do that? Did it get up on the then we can do that. Do that. Hopefully that's strong enough there. And then we can still, if we need bigger batteries, we don't have to take it all out again. There's side mounts as well. Chop done. That ain't coming out now. No more ejecting batteries. Like that. Happy with that. Job done. Any suggestion of good MT tyres for the Slash? Oh, I don't know, because I don't have a problem. I don't know the Slash, don't have it. Standing on the power button, even though I've disabled it for some reason, long press still shuts. Yeah, I think it reboots it, doesn't it? Does that on my PC as well, but I don't have a cap to worry about. Stemp's Big Rock still. I don't know whether Stemp's Big Rock. I haven't seen Stemp for ages. Actually, it hasn't really been out. You're only single, Dave, because no woman alive is able to handle you. It would need a team of Olympic female athletes to handle that much manliness. I know, trust me. It is part of a problem. Part of a problem, definitely. My body is a temple. It's a very large temple, and the women like to come and worship at my body. I'm sure lots of people. I'm going to have a load of lipos there, Alfie. So, and I know if Zoz can make it, hopefully he can. You know, there's be enough lipos there. I'm sure. You just got to remember, if you break them, you pay for them. Right, I'm happy with that. That modification. Very happy with that. So we put the battery tray back in there. Is it silly that is allows a forward ejection? I just don't understand why the simple. Why should I have to do that? That's the sort of thing that winds me out. I need M4 because I've got to try and mount that back down so it doesn't go springy wingy again on me. But I don't want one that's too long. But I want one that's long enough, and that's too long. Probably not long enough. Whatever happened, we lost the screw. Oh. You know what I could do here? Yay! I can helicoil it. I can helicoil this. Actually, was it an M3 or an M4 that goes through there? I can helicoil it to M4. It might have just been an M3 actually that went through there. Whatever it was, it didn't stay in, and the ESC was then flying all over the place. Maybe I didn't put a screw in. Sure I did. Maybe it was just an M3 that I put in there. Right, well, we're going to helicoil that into a M4. You go, Noah, you want to know what helicoiling was? Hi Marco, how are you? Oh, we lost the first bash. The lipo was hanging in here, and then when it went in the tree, the lipo came out. So yeah, I did lose one. Got it back, but I don't want to take any chances with lipos coming out. Yeah, spare. There's going to be a shop there as well. I mean, I'm going to have, lots of people have spare batteries. I don't worry too much about lipos. Are we deep enough for my helicoil kit? Yep, we're deep enough. undercover. How much the car's cost me in repairs so far? I think it's about 70 quid. It's one of our most expensive repairs, let's put it that way. But as I say, it's early days yet. Are we going for enough? I think we have. Double check it. Should be enough. Do I think it's equal or better than the EXP? Currently, it's not, in my opinion, it's not as good as the EXP. Not for the money that you're paying when it doesn't come with LSD diffs, it doesn't come with metal hinge pins at the front here. The actual design of the car I really like, but there's some areas where it's wanting with its materials. And, you know, I shouldn't have to be helicoiling something to stop it coming out effectively. This is what I'm having to do here. I'm becoming a, I don't want to speak too soon, but let's go. I'm becoming a pro at the helicoiling. Doobie-doo. Scooby-doo. Hopefully that works. Hoping it's going to work anyway. Maybe I don't need that. Oh, no. How long do I need? Yeah, you got it. You won it though. Well, I've been in touch with M2C. He said he's going to look into doing some upgrades for the Kronos. I don't, well, yeah. Proline was just heavy. Adjust the camera a tiny bit. What do you want to do? Come in here a little bit. Is that better? I think it's just you, Jono. See you later, Ian. Hopefully get to meet up at the weekend. Take care. Right, well, we've done that, so that we now put the battery tray back in. Strap everything up so that we can get everything in there nice and easily, all nice and tidy without it all straps getting in the way of everything. It's really annoying. We've got to put that wire under there again. This is a little bit fiddly now because I've plugged it into the ESC box. So this side of it will be a little bit fiddly. There's a lack of room effectively, but let's thread that one under there. Come on. One. Come this side, don't I? This could be a pain now, isn't it? Actually, if I do it like that, it might not be as much of a pain. Two. Three. Done. Bish bosh bash. I'm interested to see how the Sledge holds up as well. Proper people bashing it. You did very well winning that, Adrian. I'm well gel. Well gel. Chuff for you, but well gel for me. That. We want them to put my helicoil kit back. Don't need that anymore. You buy it as a kit, so you get the correct drill bit, the taper, or the tap, whatever you want to call it. My tap's still over here. You do have to buy a tap handle though. And you get the tab knocker out, the turnerina, and lots of helicoils. £820, yeah, 750 quid. Evening, Callum, how are you? No problem, Adrian. Glad you like it. It's a great car. And I bet you were smiling. Well, it was a like a raffle. It's the where you buy. I don't know what were they, $4.99 a ticket or something rather. Not necessarily. It's not a giveaway per se. I've done a few of them. Never won anything. I don't know which size screws to use. See what these ones go through like. Clearly they don't. Clearly not in the hole. I'm drilling the wrong size hole there. Oh no, it goes in this one here. that is that too long or not? Yeah, it's a bit too long, that one. So it is the... They must be the ones that came out the chassis braces and then the longer ones. I can file them down. That one. Let's see if we can get coming in here now. That's the... Oh no, I've got to... I need to drill out that hole as well then. Oh, that's a pain in the backside. Because that is only an M3 hole there. It goes through there, not there. Maybe I'll put it in there thinking I'd gone in then. Maybe I'll put an M4 screw in there. Thinking I'd gone into it, but I hadn't, and that's why it fell out. But it does mean I've got to drill that out now. Ah, it's a pain in the... Right, I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. I'm not going to do that now, because it does mean taking that back off. Does mean... no, actually I can come through there. Might do it now, M4. I sort of taper it out, but... Oh. It was a lot easier than an M2C chassis. Well, that's because there's a hole there or not, I don't know. It was a lot easier than an M2C chassis. I do sometimes wonder what grade of 775 these people are using. Same with armour. The armour stuff drills a lot easier than M2C. What am I trying to do? You can see that. So the ESC mounts this plate here, which attaches 2 screws to the battery tray. However, it does come with a mounting point here. We pulled the screw out of that. It didn't actually come with any screws in with the car, and which means that the ESC is held on by these 2 tiny little screws, and it can flex around like that. So I'm going to be using this mounting point here. Needed to re-drill the hole because I've put an M4 helicoil in there to stop it pulling out again, because it did pull out. So that's what I've done. So I can then use an M4 screw to come through. It's made of chocolate. M2C chassis are proper, and they're shock towers. Proper hard to drill through. But you saw how quickly that went through. That went like butter. So now I can go. Should be able to go through there anyway. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I do apologise, guys, because I moved the camera a little bit. That didn't line up though. 10 in the week. Yeah, it needs to be a bit smaller than that. I need to drill that out a bit. To the same size as that. Why they don't use one there, don't know. The same as that, the screw hole there as well that doesn't get used. Unless that's for pushing the battery back that way. Don't know. Don't know. We can get in there, which is good. We just got to tap that out a bit. And is that what? No, 775 is just a grade of alloy, because it's aluminium, but it's an aluminium alloy. So, and then the T6 is the grade of that. So the 6082, you get 6061. You get various different grades. I don't have a countersunk bit, so I'll just have to use this. I'll drill this out a bit. This could be interesting because these are old drills that are blunt as you like. A little bit more. That might be enough. Just need to get it to go in enough. I need to shrink that down though. You just slice a bit off of the end of that one. Who wants to come with me to watch me slice a bit off the end of it? Mole grips. You're going to like this. Where I can put the camera, don't know. Put the camera there, so it will stay upright. Yep. Disc on there. Headphone users. Sparkage. Love a bit of sparkage, haven't you? I've helicoiled it, yes. Right. Put this screw in now. Oh, as if it didn't go in there. Great. Magnets. Where did it go in there? I lost the nut out of that. Oh, come on, it has to go in there. Where's the nut for it gone? Stupid car. The nut's there. Right, that has to come through that hole there. Right. Okay, that's in there. A little short one. It's a little bit proud still. Can you see that? You can, yeah. A little bit proud still, so we've just got to take a bit more of that off. Okay. Still a bit proud. Come on. Screw too long still though. Take a little bit more off and then I'm going to take some off that screw. Should be enough. What comments am I missing? Home screen seeing side T sparking. The losses being come from Andy Landy's seat to a bench. Yeah, it's a little workbench I work on. I know, I like to pop the brown instead of the pink. What's interesting is that helicoil is apart from old engines, so weird that putting in that insert is called that. Yeah, well, they use it on engines as well. You know, if the thread goes, it's what you just use to re-put a better thread in, basically. It could be Tamiya quality plastic, yeah. Because they are. Oh, come on, stop knocking Co-Rally. One year later, there'll be no sense of anymore, just screwed to the Loctite. Tinker and use cardboard chassis that say 75 and the fanboys would still believe it at 77. They would. Well, the funny thing is, the Armour fanboys have actually been brainwashed into thinking that Co-Rally is a sister company of Armour. You couldn't make that up. Night, Alistair. Take care, buddy. Yeah, thumbs up. How many thumbs up we got? It shows 17 on mine. Right, I need to make this a little bit shorter still. Not much shorter, but I'm sure you want to see me make it a little bit shorter. So we're going to go to the dark side again. This time we're going to use the sanding disc on it. Should give it some more sparkage though. It doesn't think it needs to be much shorter, but we will make it a little bit shorter. Disc. Doo-be-doo. I do apologise. I should tell. I always forget to say headphone users. I do apologise if you're headphone users and you just got ear stung. Headphone users. That should be okay now. Hopefully I haven't taken too much off of it. Oh, we got the finally got the bits to stop the exhaust from leaking. So there's two O-rings that go in there. You can't see it, but that then sits on there a lot snugger and seals it nicely, which it wasn't doing before. So I was going through loads of silicone tubing because it was just, the heat was coming out of it and just melting the silicone tubing with hot blasting stuff all the time. So I shouldn't have the problem going forward. You don't want to see my rubbish, look at that. There we go. Sparkage! Might have made this a bit too short now, actually. It's a bit stumpy, isn't it? Seb, were you working tonight? I don't know, was he? How's the cost of lossy? Would it have been better to buy new? It certainly would have been better to buy a 30 degree north new. I'm probably about. I don't want to go in there now. Look. It's just screwed in. Let me let you go. I'm probably about £1,000 to £1,100 in on the lossy at the moment, and the new one would have been 1,700. So yeah, it's getting close to it would have been better to buy a new one. That's flush now as well. That's good. We like that. That ESC tray is not moving now. That is that's the lossy done. Not the lossy. That is the this aluminium dust to get rid of now. That's the XTR done. It's fixed. It's only a little bit, Gary. You're telling me I shouldn't Loctite it? I'll pull it out if I need to. I thought you're supposed to have Loctite in helicoils. Not working day, just tired. Man cave central. It is a bit of a man cave. I need to tidy up a bit. If I'm honest, let's make sure these are done up tight because they're not serrated in any way, shape or form, which is a little bit annoying. I don't want them coming off. Right, we are done. I've got to put the wedge in there tomorrow, so I've got a new wedge off a big Customs. I've got to trim it a little bit to apply the. I could have told him how to 3D print it a bit better, but I thought it's just easy enough for me to cut it anyway, just to allow for the heat sink underneath. So we've got the wedge to put under it for the big send, so we don't motor, because I'm fed up with killing motors. Apart from that, we are good to go. So we can go and have some chat time. I know you like chat time. And I've got to eat my cake. Ooh. If you need to take it out, chances are the coil will unthread in the plastic. I might take it out a bit later than Gary and redo it so that the thread lock doesn't set. Leave it there for the time being though. Aluminium went up 100% recently. Really? Wow, that's a lot. Dave, please fix my big rock rear diff, tenacity, front hinge, pin brace, / two-wheel drive shaft, and stampede shock towers. Bring them here, I'll sort them for you. You need to see my flat. Dave makes Dave look like a posh bird show. No, doesn't. Mine's the right state. You're always taking it out, hence the court order. Shh, don't tell everyone, Jono. Who made him a community post? I lock the... Oh, okay. That's a good idea. I'm going to go and take it out. I took it out. This is especially, I think it's Zoz that likes this. Otherwise, like, oh, don't miss you eating your bakewell tart. Well, I've got a Friday bakewell tart this time. I'm going to go get a knife, cut it in half so you don't have to see me eating it like that. I'll tidy up in a bit. Ugh. Then I've got filming to do tomorrow again. And then more editing tomorrow. Yay! And then fun day Sunday. We'll try to get a Send It Sunday in again. Ah! Okay. I'm sorry, it's not a mouthful. What's in a bakewell tart? Oh, come on, Noah. Almonds. 1 second. Power it from my PC, actually. Google it, but almonds, cherries, jam, pastry. So bakewell tart looks like that on the inside. There's do you want to allow your PC to be discovered by other PCs and devices on this network? Yes. With icing, yeah, icing on top. No, it's icing. Never had one before. Oh, you're missing out. Mr. Kipling's bakewell tarts. These are better than that, but these are made at the butcher's. But get yourself. Let me know if you're out and about Sunday. I might bring some Mr. Kipling's bakewell tarts. Well, the problem with Adrian, you need custard powder with gypsy tart, because custard powder makes it louder. What should you upgrade on? I honestly don't know on the Traxxas because I don't have one. I wish I could advise, but I just don't know. If you want to make it faster, you've got to do the ESC and the motor, definitely. But what else? Tyres, probably get some Pro Line. What they're called. I forget what they're called now because I haven't done it for that long. I forgot what they're called. Oh, it's going to wind me up and my thing isn't working. Motorsport's down. Motorsport is down. Motorsport website's down. I can't remember. Proline something or other tyres you can get for it. No, we don't have a fire team. I just think, you know, we've got the crate, we've got the Harvey, which is the same as a fire team and better. People in Bakewell get annoyed if you call them tarts. And at least a cherry is one of your 5. It is. It's a glacé cherry. It's one of my 5 a day. Put the Bakewell tarts would go further with the sausage roll. I'll see what I can do. I might go and get some tomorrow, and then if I remember. I don't know. I know that, Andrew. If you're competitive, if you're competitive, you can only run, if you're doing no prep, you can only run it 2S. What's fine for you? It's working now. It wasn't a second ago. Drag. So you want some, where are they? Proline. Just the tyres then. Tyres. You have to buy the tyres and the wheels separately. Drag. Right. Reactions. Proline reactions is what you want. You don't want the Hoosiers, you want the reactions. 2.2s at the rear. And then you can leave the stock tyres on the front. I don't think that makes much difference. It's more the rear tyres on some decent rims, and I forget what the rims are called. Someplace in California, if I remember rightly. One of my 5 a day. Oh, I do like glacé cherry. Time for bed. It's not. I turned that off. I've got steak kidney pudding for dinner tomorrow night. That was a sheep, Jono. It wasn't a real worst tart, it was a sheep. Yeah, he said he was, has he got it now? He's probably put it on the community post, hasn't he? I bet he has. I don't want to say too much until I've looked it up. Oh, come on, why isn't my internet working properly? There, right. My internet is going really slow. Yeah, okay, so you all know he's got, yeah, he let us know he was picking it up today. There's only 2 of them in the UK and he's got 1 of them. Gutted, so hopefully going to see it at the weekend. And that is what's going to make a decision factor for me as to whether we get one or not. So I'm a bit lucky in as much as we'll get to see whether it's good before I buy it. Of course, Kev got a sledge. Well, yes and no. There was no guarantee. Even he didn't know he was getting it. I had a tart, now divorced. I'm divorced and I've had no tarts apart from this one. Tesco's groceries. Is that Bakewell tarts? Mr. Kipling's ones. Maintenance going really slow. 75p? The problem is I've got to drive all the way to Tesco's and I've spent that in fuel. Pringles. Oh, you've eaten Pringles, Noah. Pringles and Mountain Dew. Twiglets. Just trying to think what other. Everyone calls them tarts, but they are wrong. According to the village they are from, which is just down the road. I mean, a tart, it's not a pie because it hasn't got a pastry top. Yeah, a tart is a pastry base, and a pie has got a pastry top. I'll look up. What is a tart? Not going to go on the Urban Dictionary. In baking, I think I need to put in there. Tart is a dessert which has a bottom crust and a shallow sides. The crust is made of pastry dough, which is usually, there you go. Pie versus tart, what's the difference? My internet's so slow. And a pie has pastry top. Pies have an upper crust while tarts don't. So it is a tart. Oh, you've got to have Mountain Dew now, huh? Come on. That's a drink of champions. Not to drag politics into what does make this current state of affairs in the US, summarise it in one word. Don't know. I watch very little mainstream media. I just bored with the. If I want to find something out myself, I will look into it myself and do my own research. I tend not to follow what the news channels, because they've always got an agenda. And they will try and sell you that agenda. So if I want to know something, I'll look into it myself. I've looked for blue waffles before and I won't be looking for them again because that made me want to vomit. Pudding, no, a pudding is totally different. A pudding could be a generic word for dessert, or a pudding is a suet. And a suet covering over it with the filling inside. This is a proper pudding. That's a steak and kidney pudding. So and you steam it, and it's got steak and kidney in there with gravy, and it's in a suet surrounding. And I've got my fiery cheese blend to do my pasta bake. I've got my sausage rolls there, bit of brie, Bowers brie. It's a fairly empty fridge though, because I'm a man. I'm looking forward to my steak and kidney pudding tomorrow. Black pudding? No, that's disgusting stuff. That is made from pig's blood. Black pudding. Steak and kidney pudding from the butchers. I didn't buy it. It was my mum and dad. My mum and dad bring it round for me on my Thursday goodies. So I normally get a pie of some sort, be it steak and owl, steak and horseradish with mushrooms, steak and kidney. I get the bacon tart, I get the brie, and 2 sausage rolls. I'm spoilt on a Thursday. I think you left the light on in the I'm not going to fall for that. That's like kind of getting a left-handed screwdriver. Or going to get a long wait. GB is the top of my places to visit. I will get there. Yeah, get over here, and we can have a slang weekend. What have I missed on Facebook? Have I missed any? Now I've seen it, how it all fits. I think Ali may weaken the carbon. There is a stress point where the alloy ends. Yes, I think you're right there, Gary. Oh, I've been mentioned. Oh, I've been mentioned. Oh, I've been mentioned. Oh, that's Tim Granny Bashers. That's a boring one. That's just about the co-rally braces. Let's see. Someone must have mentioned me. Chris Mead. No, he'd be okay. Oh, no, they'd probably be okay. Oh, that's boring. Boring. Steak and kidney. Love steak and kidney. It is God's food. It is, love a steak and kidney pie or a steak and kidney pudding. Tell you what my favourite food would be steak and kidney pie. No, sorry, steak and kidney pudding followed by toffee and apple pudding. I haven't had toffee apple pudding for ages. Or steamed treacle pudding. Yeah, that could be a good one. Or jam roly-poly. Or spotted dick. Oh, I do like the old English puddings. What do I think about the fire team? I think it'll be a great car to drive. Mainly because it's the same as the Krahave, effectively. And we've got Krahave and we love driving and Jack loves his Krahave. I love that style of car as well. I don't like the people in it with the guns. I think that was absolutely unnecessary and pointless. Oh, excuse me. I think the handbrake, bit pointless in my opinion. I'd prefer them to put lights on it because that sort of car really should have lights on it. And I just think the body's a bit dull. The black one doesn't really, it just looks, you can't see any definition in it. It just looks like a black car. The whitish one, again, it just looks a bit dull, in my opinion. And the price is just too high, in my opinion, for what you're getting. I've seen one in the flesh. I've seen one drive and it broke twice. No, actually I've seen two in the flesh now. One upgraded one, which was a beast. It has a Scorched RC titanium chassis on it. The non-upgraded one, stock out the box, it did 2 jumps and broke both times. Banoffee pie, I don't like banoffee pie. No, not keen on banoffee pie. I'd try kidney. It does. Steak and kidney pie is liver bacon. Yes, liver and bacon with onion gravy and mash. That's food of the gods as well. I like grilled liver as well, believe it or not. Used to love that on a Saturday night at home with parents. It would be a mixed grill, so I'd have grilled livers, tomatoes, I didn't like them, the bacon, and goodness knows what else. Oh. Too many burger joints in the US. Yeah, you are fast food heaven, aren't you? Which, don't get me wrong, I like my fast food as well, so I'm not going to make, you know, I do like Chick-fil-A, I like In-Out Burger, I like White Castle, is it? I think. Is it White Castle? Where is White Castle? Arby's, I love an Arby's. IOP, love an IOP. CC's Pizza in Florida, love that. Eat all you can pizza, to die for. What else is there? In-Out Burger. Whataburger, do like a Whataburger. I'm trying to think what else I like out there. IOP, International House of Pancakes. And of course I love a McDonald's. Who doesn't love a McDonald's? Popeyes is a chicken place, yes. I used to ensure that the Popeye owner's house. I've got my own photo t-shirts at Fam Jam. I've eaten a kebab with a tubby Rosa who appeared on Road. Did you appear on Road Wars, Jono? Seriously? I do love, can you not tell by the size of me? Although that is partly due to the fact I stopped smoking and haven't been walking to work and everything. But I do like junk, problem is I like junk food. The badder it is, the better it tastes is normally. I don't like veg, I don't like fruit, and I know I need to eat more of it. But I like junky food. Yeah, I was a van driver. No, you're van driver in Slough. You were the one being chased by the cops then, were you? Kebab stand. I need to get a kebab. I haven't had a kebab in ages. How did you quit smoking? 33 years I smoked. And I quit taking some tablets, believe it or not. I didn't think I'd be able to quit. I tried patches, I tried vaping, I tried cold turkey, I tried loads of different things, and I'd get to a day and I'd be pulling my hair out. And I think it was a combination of motivation and the tablets. I forgot what the tablets are called now. Can't remember. I didn't need to finish the course. I had a few scares. I thought I was having I thought I'd had a heart attack at one time, and this, that, and the other, and breathing difficulties, get up in the morning, coughing your guts up, this, that, and the other. So there was those sort of things, but also the tablets really, really helped. So yeah, 2 years I've quit for now. It was literally about a month before lockdown happened with coronavirus, so my timing was perfect for quitting as well. And we went into lockdown 2 years ago. Tomorrow, I think, was our first main lockdown. 2 years ago tomorrow. Shantix, that's it, something like that, yeah. And it's weird because what it does is, I don't think it's spelt like that, but yeah, let me see if I can find it. Champix, I think it is. Quit smoking tablets. I think it's called Champix. Yeah, Champix. And it's like a beta blocker effectively. So what it does is it slowly stops your body absorbing the nicotine or your brain getting it. Far too overpriced. Yeah, I mean, it's like all cars. I mean, you could look at it and go that, you know, the Traxxas Sledge is overpriced at same price as the Fire Team. Actually, the same price as Fire Team. Maybe it's not overpriced then, depending on how it stacks up. Okay, I'll let you off, John. I thought you were talking about being a van driver in Slough. Probably meant you just burgled somewhere and being chased by the cops. I went to vaping, now I'm hooked worse than cigs. Yeah, I know a lot of people that... I did try vaping, I couldn't get on with it. It just made me cough and I just couldn't get on with it. Hi Matthew, how are you? I'm good in the hood. So yeah, and it was weird because I really didn't think it'd help, but it did, and yeah, it got me off the ciggies after 33 years. So I'm well chuffed that I gave it up, and I didn't get hooked on vaping instead. See you later, Alfie. Hope your headache goes, mate. Get some sleep. I'm going to be calling it a night anyway, because I've just seen it's 20 past 11. Oh, avoid that, Noah. Avoid it, mate. Seriously. And I'm not just saying that as a parent. Just don't. Alcohol and weed. It's a rocky slope, and it's something I know I've been down. So just try and avoid it. Don't fall for it. Don't get sucked in. It's just not worth it. Oh yeah, I'm well chuffed that I look back now and I just feel so much better. And I've got extra money. I was spending about £350 a month on cigarettes. Well, that's a lot of RC stuff, RC money. Oh, 100%. You don't really... I'll be honest and say I didn't really notice it to start off with, and I thought, ugh. But then when I look back now and know how I felt and how I'd get up in the mornings and I'd be coughing my gut, I'd literally be coughing my guts up almost every morning, and I'm just out of breath all the time, lethargic, tired and everything. Now I look back and go, wow, yes, I do, and I taste my food more as well. I can smell more, I can taste more, I feel more energetic, even though I've put on weight. I have put on a lot of weight from it, but that's a combination of quitting and then going into lockdown and not having to walk. I was walking between 7 to 10 miles a day with work, and that went down to 0 miles a day, plus I quitted smoking, so snacking, etc., etc. So I have put on weight. I do need to lose that weight, but I still feel much better from quitting smoking, 100%. Yeah, we're going down that route. Yeah, well done. No, don't come into peer pressure or anything else like that. $13 in Boston now. I haven't even got a clue how much they cost in the UK now. I can't remember how much they were a pack when I was buying them. It must have been over £10 a pack. I think over £10 a pack, which is like, I've got to Google that now. Because they hide them all now. They're not allowed to display them. Between $8.80 and $13.50. I imagine the ones I was smoking are probably about $13.50. Marlboro Lights. How much are Marlboro Light cigarettes? £1, that's no good. In the UK, that's $15. That's no good. Marlboro Gold. That's it. I don't remember what they're called. It's so long ago. £12.33. I used to like buying them duty free. Yeah. So that is £12.33 times 1.31. $16. $16 for 20. Yeah, I can imagine that, Adrian. Alcohol and weed. I've never really been a big drinker. I went through it in my childhood years, but since I got married and had kids, I'm pretty much teetotal. In fact, I haven't had alcohol in well over 2 years now. The only time I really used to drink was when I went on business trips to the USA, and I haven't done one of those in 2 years, so it's well over 2 years since I've drunk. I found our season, made so many friends. It's the happiest I've ever been. Don't need drugs and depressants. Well done, Noah. Keep that view up. It's the same at my school. I've been offered it all the time. I don't care how cool it is, but I know once you've touched it, you can't get off. Yeah, Alfie, avoid, please. I just, you know, you make it, oh, you're old, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, unfortunately, we do know what we're talking about. We're the ones that have lived that life. You know, I didn't start smoking until I was 18, and I wish I'd never started. You know, if I could go back in time and that first cigarette, when I thought, oh, I'd try it, I wish I'd said no, because it has damaged my health over the years. Cost me a fortune as well. You know, 33 years. I'd hate to think how much I spent on cigarettes over those years. I probably paid off most of my mortgage by now, in reality. So yeah, avoid it if you can. You know, I don't knock people that do smoke. I understand it, don't get me wrong, but I think most people that smoke wish they didn't and would want to give up. At the same time, I will be honest and say I did enjoy smoking, and I wish it wasn't bad for you, if that makes sense. But then again, I look back and go, actually, did I enjoy it? Because if I did enjoy it, I wouldn't be smoking now. So did I think I enjoyed it because of the euphoria it gave when I smoked it? I don't know. I don't smoke, Callum. I'm just saying that I quit. Yes, that's Callum. It's Callum, my son. You know, since I've given up 2 years, I have tried. I've had one, and I actually didn't get on with it. I couldn't even take it back. I was like, it didn't feel great at all. Callum, you're a riot. Yeah, lots of I don't know whether you've been reading the comments on the latest video, Callum, about the at the end. Lots of people like the ending. Love you, Dad. No. No. I was doing really well. It's dropped off a bit. Oh, nice earnings this month, actually. Right, I am going to be calling it a night, guys. I only smoke when I'm nervous. Yeah, I've stopped smoking because I started using Vaseline. I find that stops the smoke, the heat generating the smoke. Jono's got that as well. I only smoke arson. Maybe I should use, yeah, KY or Vaseline helps. T-Rex, 100%. Right, guys, I'm calling it a night. Thank you again for joining me. Do appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of you. Got 91 thumbs up. That is fantastic. Thank you. If any of you haven't given us a thumbs up, if you could give us a thumbs up before you leave, that would be even more fantastic. As I always say, take care, stay safe, and we'll try and get a Send It Sunday out. Whether the Kronos will still be alive for Send It Sunday, I don't know. We will see, and I don't know where we're going actually at the moment Sunday, so, but we will try and get a Send It Sunday going, even if my own. Right. Bye, guys. Stay safe, take care, and we will see you very soon, and thank you for all your support. Bye.